In a world built on instant gratification, the woods ask us to slow down. We don't come here just for the outcome. We come for the process, the discipline, the moments that shape us. Because this journey isn't defined by the shot. It's defined by everything before the arrow. Wide brow, high rise. The characters in this journey that consumed my thoughts for 2 long seasons. Middle of the night trail camera checks, constant adjustments, hundreds of hours invested. Only 2 possible outcomes that could bring this story to a close. Both were on the hit list, but seasons have a way of deciding their own story. This is the journey of Wide Brow. I just want to take a minute to talk about a buck that I've got history with called Wide Brow. So this deer, since putting cameras up and starting hunting in Sullivan again last summer, he's been around. He always seems to, like last year he broke off one of his brows, and already this year he has busted one of his brows pretty much completely off. It's interesting though, he is, he's a 5x5. Or no, he's not. He's a 4x5, I'm pretty sure. And on his side with 5, he has a little tiny kicker off of one of his Gs. I think it's a G2. So, little character, which is pretty cool to see. Anyway, very, very nice deer, and I'd have a very hard time passing him. So, let's just say we probably won't pass him. Even though he is not the number 1 on the hit list, he's number 2. I'll be very excited for a chance at that deer. Hey y'all, September 1st, we're up here on the Junk Car Flat in Sullivan County. See if I can get some deer on camera and see if there's a story to be told besides that of the cameras. Beautiful day, 70 degrees probably. It is starting to feel like fall though. But we'll sit tight and see what happens here. Okay, I'm sitting in the stand, and you have got to see the size of this spider that's in here. I hope it stays up there because I don't want to mess with it. Okay, September 29th, doing a little practice shooting right now. Really looking forward to this season, so one of the things I'm trying to do is get in shooting, 2-3 times a week at the minimum. Even if I can sling 6 or 9 arrows every other day, just to stay fresh. So right now what I'm doing is I got a target out here at 40 and 50. I don't know that I would shoot this far at a deer. Kind of depends how comfortable I get. Gonna throw a few downrange here and see where we're at. Shooting my bow, and I love hunting deer. The season's almost here. Saturday evening we'll be in a condo stand. Hey, here we are, October 3rd afternoon. Cut out of work just a little bit early to pick Ray up, and we're gonna go to Mainville property and get in the condo. We're gonna vacuum it out and clean the windows and get it all ready to go, because that's where I want to sit tomorrow for the opening morning of archery season. And biggest reason is because I think I have a good chance to shoot a doe there. So we're gonna go in there and do a little bit of prep work tonight. Picked Ray up from daycare and came here to clean this stand out. And wouldn't you know it, while we're sitting here in the condo, looking out at the food plot that my dad and I put a lot of work into building, two doe have walked out on the field. So I'm gonna flip the camera around here and show you what we're looking at. What do you think, Ray? Do you like watching deer? Do you like watching deer? Yeah.
Say hi to it.
What?
Say hi to it.
Yeah. You can't say anything to it. You gotta be really quiet, okay? Alright, October 5th. Good morning, good morning. We are headed into town. Gonna pick up my buddy Max. And we're gonna go up to Sullivan and get some drone footage today. That's the plan. I'm pretty excited about it. And hopefully we have a good time. Funny thing is, we could be hunting today, but really want to get some awesome drone footage for the video. And we'll probably do a little scouting while we're up there too. And another note, we're messing around with the Canon R6 as our camera today. A little bit bigger, more bulky, but definitely a higher quality camera. So we'll see if we notice any differences. All right, over and out. Out here with Max, we're gonna get some cool drone footage. So he's getting it all set up right now. But we're not quite on the junk car flat. We're on the landing before it. And we're just gonna take this thing off up in the air and fly over the junk car flat and get some really cool shots. When we came in here, we actually spooked a little 6-point, but it's all good. Cold front coming end of the week, so we're gonna do this now and then not be intrusive the rest of the season. Okay. Make some magic, baby. Okay, here we go. October 5th, Sunday, evening sit number 3 on the year. Trying to get a doe out of the Dylan plot. So we'll see how it goes. I had a little trouble with getting picked out in this condo last time I was in here, so painted the face up. We'll see if that helps at all. I don't know. Man, I drew and let down 3 different times because she kept coming too close to the point that I couldn't get the right angle down at her from up here. Finally, she walked out to about 30 yards and, well, I let her have it.
I don't want to bring it with me, but I'm going to crack it.
Alright, well, here we go. We're going to try to find this doe. First blood was right here, Brett.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I say you hit the shoulder.
So good hunt today. We got a doe off the Dylan food plot. Brett was kind enough to come up and help me out. We're gonna hang this thing up and quarter it up.
There should be.
Cheers, Brett.
Hello. Oh. She has some good meat on it, but look at the difference, you know what I mean? That's what we're after. Watch this. Dude, you come right out? No way. No way. Wow. By the easiest fucking voice.
Look at that loin. I just want to take a minute and kind of just share a little bit more personal stuff with you. So I'm going to kind of talk about like what is hunting to me? Like what does it mean to me? What does it do for me? I just feel it's kind of appropriate to give a little bit of context. Some people from the outside might look in and say he's crazy. Why does he spend 37 sits, I think it was last year? It very much so comes down to how just it's a spread out process that has so many different pieces that go into it, and it's complex. And it's not that you don't have to make it too complex. I don't mean it in that way. It's just that to do it right and to do it well, and for me to get satisfaction out of knowing I'm putting everything into it, there are so many different facets and different layers to it. But basically, I have a problem with obsessing over things in my life. I'll be the first one to tell you that. It'll make some people laugh even just to hear that, but it's the truth. And so one of the things I've learned is that if I don't direct that obsession into something healthy, then I can go down the wrong path. And I've done that before in my life, and that's probably one of the reasons that hunting is so meaningful to me, is because it has been a pathway for me to be a healthier person that has good direction and is involved in and obsessed with things that don't get me in trouble. You can put it that way, I guess. I think it carries over into other parts of my life. When I show myself how hard I can work at hunting and chasing these deer and learning everything I can about them to try to effectively hunt them and harvest them, I think it really it helps me in other areas of my life. It gives me confidence. I think another thing to mention too is that I have the support that is needed from my wife and from my kids. They understand what it means to me. They understand the reality of bringing home meat that is very healthy food for us to eat throughout the year, and we all enjoy that. But they know that I love it, and they know that it's important to me, so they support it. Just like, I support a lot of things for my wife as well, for Morgan, in her career and her personal life. And so the one thing that makes me really happy is that they trust me and want me to chase this passion that I have. And that's really cool. Not everybody gets that, and I'm very, very grateful for that.
Good afternoon. It's 3:45, October 8th. It's a Wednesday, and we're out here in Sullivan in the condo on the junk car flat for sit number 4 of the year. Shot a doe on Sunday, which was our most recent sit, and that was exciting. But this sit is really the first one that has me in the mood for hunting, I guess you could say. We had a cold front come through, so it is a lot colder today than it was yesterday, and it feels like fall. So I'm very excited this afternoon to see if they're moving early. And that was an acorn or a rock or a spaceship or something. But anyway, point is, I'm very excited about this sit. So let's see what we see today. All right. We're in the tree, trying to see if anything comes out on the pipeline tonight and works its way down towards the junk car flat before the potential end of the day action picks up. You gotta always stay fed when you're in the woods, am I right? Can't go wrong with a little white chocolate macadamia. Yum yum. Next up on the list, Slim Jims. Okay guys, we're gonna move spots. This has been really bad. The wind is going in every single direction and it's making me really frustrated. So we're gonna go sit in the condo where at least most of my wind will stay in there. Okay, it's about 10 after 5 and we just got down from a saddle set up below the pipeline. The wind we were calling for a south wind, but it was blowing in every single direction. It kept switching around and I did not like being up there. That's area where they have to they come down the mountain, so they have to travel across that pipeline and through one of those fingers, either the one that I was on or on either side, to get down here to the junk car flat. And I just kept thinking to myself, we're gonna blow this. Thought the south wind would be okay up there, but it's swirling everywhere. So we are in the condo. We're gonna keep the windows shut and we're just gonna kind of observe here and see what happens. It's October 11th, it's afternoon. Instead of going out to sit today, we're gonna use our time a little bit more appropriately. I'm gonna pull a set down that I have up here at Dad's house. I sat in it this morning and got picked right out by a doe, and I really am trying to focus my resources up in Sullivan County anyway. So I want more options up there. So this set's coming down and it's probably going up there. So got the girls with me today as well. They love coming out in the woods, so they're coming with me. All right, here we go. Here we are. Let's get this thing ripped down real quick. All right, package acquired. So we now got 2 sets of tree sticks, 1 platform, and obviously the saddle. But what I'm thinking about is keeping 1 platform with me at all times, so I might have a couple setups that only have the tree sticks going up in the tree, and then I just carry the platform in. We'll see. Either way, we are all good to go tomorrow to put some new sets up in Sullivan. All right. Man, I feel like I need to be a little bit more still. I've really been struggling so far first, whatever it's been, 2 weeks of the season. Just feeling like I'm doing something wrong and I'm not seeing the success that I want to see. Moving sets too much, being in the woods too much to change things and make adjustments, and I think that maybe sometimes I just start to overthink it. And that's what makes me say, I think I just need to be a little bit more still. I just need to get up in a tree, pick one, go there, climb up and sit in it. And I just need to put my time in. And, I have to remind myself too, why do I hunt? It's the challenge. It's the feeling still, the word that I keep using, feeling still within my life, like internally, and being at peace. Like, it's about that too. And I think so far, I think I got my finger on it here. I think I'm missing that part of it so far this year. And that's where my impatience, discomfort, that's where those feelings are coming from, because I need to remember how grateful I should be to be doing this in the first place. And I think that attitude is probably going to get me better results in the end anyway. So just here to tell you all, we're going to stop moving stuff around constantly and tinkering with this and tinkering with that. And we're just going to get in the woods and we're going to put our time in and we're going to enjoy every second of it.
So on today's episode, Patrick is currently in there getting his bow. I don't know what he's doing. I'm just the wife. And we are having a family day with Emmy and Ray. And what are we gonna go do?
We're gonna go to the arcade.
The arcade. And what did we do already this morning?
Go to the zip line.
The zip line. Yeah.
Go to the zip line park. And we went to work.
And what do we want Daddy to know? What's one thing you want to say to Daddy?
That we did this video.
We did this video, and you love him so much, right?
Yep.
We love Daddy. We love you. And we support all of your hunting desires, honey. I love you. How long has Daddy been gone?
Almost an hour.
An hour? Like forever, like 1,000,000 years, right?
Nope.
How long has Daddy been in the store?
Guess what?
Yeah. And finally, and the angels started singing.
Well, what's up there? I got some Luminox. First time. I'm so
He's
excited.
back.
Watch this, baby. So when I shoot it, oh, I don't cut my finger off first. Hang on. It lights up so
Wow.
that if you shoot before dark or whatever, or if you're filming, you can see like basically the shot tracker.
That's
do you have
pretty.
a knife?
I'm so impressed.
Why
I'm
do you
so
You guys doing
Hey,
okay
Daddy,
in here?
look up
No.
at all
Get
your
in the
videos
truck.
on your camera.
October slips by in frustration, and morale hits its low points. Wide brow proves difficult to pin down. He's there when I'm here. I shift setups, I second guess, I chase new ideas, but nothing clicks. These are the gaps between success, the empty spaces that can only be crossed with patience, hope, and trust in the process. Every hunter knows this stretch. It's not the highlight reel. It's the toll the season asks before it gives anything back.
Good morning, guys. It's Halloween. It's October 31st. It's about 5:20 in the morning. We're running late this morning, so we're headed up to Sullivan to sit, and we're just sitting in the morning. Excited for trick-or-treating and school parade for Emmy this afternoon. But we're gonna go sit in the woods this morning and see what we can see. I think yesterday it rained all day. The deer have been cooped up, so to speak, and the Steeken stage coming on here and just everything coming together right now. I got a really good feeling about this morning, and I'm just excited to get in the woods. The only things we have going against us would be high winds, 15 to 20 mile an hour.
Well, how cool was that? Group of does were literally standing at the bottom of my tree when I walked in, and they worked off 50 or 60 yards. and she came right back into 20 yards, gave me a perfect broadside shot. So we hit her a little high, so I put a second arrow in her really quick. But what a great feeling. Well, we did it. There she is. Really good hunt this morning. Very happy to have another doe checked off the list. Very grateful. What a cool hunt. Alrighty, good morning. It is November 5th. This is sit number 20, morning sit here up in Sullivan. We have not seen much going on in the cameras at this point, so I think that a lot of the deer are linked up at this point, and we'll see if we're close to that peak rut point where they pop off a doe looking for another one, and we get some moving around action this morning. But that's what we're hoping for. Fingers crossed for it. Mid-30s. Little bit of a breezy morning as the morning goes on, but only about 4 or 5 miles an hour wind to start, and I'm really excited to see what happens here. Let's go give it a go. That was a really cool sit. We had a bobcat come in this morning at first light, and then we had a 6-point work the ridge below us, and he got directly below me, and he could smell something wasn't right, so he kind of worked off over the ridge, but could have shot him pretty easily. Not what we're looking for, though. Hey, good morning. It's November 8th. This will be sit number 24. Lots of movement last night. We had rain. Temperatures are up quite a bit from where they were yesterday, but I'm not going to be too negative about that just because we got some rain last night and it's the middle of the rut, so anything can happen in there. We're going to sit somewhere a little different today, a little higher up, down in the hollow, but higher up on the mountain. The toilet bowl set, we'll call it, and yeah, I really do think they'll be moving through there, so let's get at it and see what happens today. It's almost creepy how quiet it is outside. There's no wind at all, and it feels like warm. But here we go. so far. It's not morning anymore. It's almost 1 o'clock. But between 6:30 and 9, we saw 4 different bucks between 60 and 90 yards. Work up the ridge, but it's a very quiet day, low wind, and it's holding pretty good, blowing this way. But every once in a while it switches and blows back down the hollow, which I don't like. But really enjoying this sit so far, and we'll see what happens. Well, what a freaking long day of hunting. Sit number 24, and I guess we'll call it 25 too, because it was an all-day sit. Oh man, saw 6 different deer. They were all buck, and they were all probably 3-year-olds roughly, because they were all like at that point where I, didn't really want to shoot them. I don't think, at least not without a closer look on a few of them. But most of them were at 80, 90 yards. They went up the ridge on the other side of the bowl that I'm in. But super exciting to see deer and to see movement like that.
Thanks.
Alright, here we go. Hunt number 27, headed back up to Sullivan for this afternoon's sit. I have seen high-rise on 3 different cameras in the last 12 hours, all in the same general area. He's seems to be seeking around like there's a hot doe in there, or he's got some reason to be there. So I can't not go sit the stand that is in the middle of those cameras and just hope that maybe somehow it'll work out, yeah, we see another good buck, we'll shoot him.
Alright guys, we're in the Bob stand. It's November 11th, sit number 27, and we got in here a little late. There was a doe below us, and there was a 8-point that walked in front of the stand. We had to wait those 2 deer out. Got up the tree and halfway set up, and wouldn't you know it, high-rise chases a doe across the ridge above us at 60 yards. I had literally just put the camera on the camera arm, and it was sitting a little too low, so I could not see where I was filming. I did turn the camera on. Don't know if I got him, but I watched him work her up over 2 shelves above us, and we have absolutely nothing we can do except sit here and pray that that doe comes running back down here with him in chase. So we're gonna sit for the last hour and a half with our fingers crossed. Grateful that we saw him. This is the first time this year in person, and just see if maybe we get our chance. Alright, I'll bring it to you if it happens.
Well, what an incredible hunt that was. I enjoyed that for sure. We ended up seeing 7 different buck. 4 cruised below us at like 150 yards. And, oh, monkey there. Anyway, back to the interview here. 4 of them cruised below us, you know, at quite a distance. Just was able to see them in the binos. And then we had high rise up above us on a doe, on the shelf above us, and the shelf above that, I could see them going back and forth. And there were 2 points that she brought him down to 60, 70 yard. Anyway, that wraps up that hunt.
Success is rarely close together. Obsession is often misunderstood, even condemned. But for some of us, it isn't a choice, it's a trait. All we control is how we aim it. When harnessed with discipline, obsession becomes the bridge across the long gaps, the force that carries us from one success to the next.
Alright guys, here we go. December 12th. There's 2 days left in the rifle season. Today, Friday, and tomorrow, Saturday. This is going to be sit number 36 on the year. Lucky number 36, that's my number. So maybe that means something good's supposed to happen. But I got to catch you up because here's the latest. High Rise and Wide Brow are the 2 deer that I'm crazy about, that I've been trying to chase. And it looks like they're kind of like back in a group with each other now that the rut has passed, and there's a third potentially shooter buck with them. And my Uncle Rusty has seen them come out on the upper part of the ski slope, you know, right before dark. I think he said like 3 of the last 5 or 6 evenings. So over the last week, they've been pretty consistent on that upper ski slope. And so we're gonna go in there and hang a set as quickly and quietly as we can, and we're gonna try to hunt the ski slope, which I have never hunted before. So I'm very curious to see what happens here, but with the information we have, the deer are back on food this time of the year, recovering from the rut, and it's been a relatively hard winter so far, just the beginning of it, cold temps and snow coverage for the last 2 weeks. So they are really looking for any food source that is plentiful at this point. So that's why they're coming down there below the township road and hitting that ski slope, and that's why we're gonna go sit there tonight and see what we can do. So hunt number 36 on the year, Friday, December 12th. Fingers crossed, maybe all this is gonna come to a head today. But if it doesn't, and even if I knew it wasn't going to, I would still go sit today, because that's how much I love what I do. All right, that's all for now, guys. All right, here we are, sit number 36 on a set that we just put up on the ski slope. And my uncle has seen 2 big deer that I've been targeting this year come out on the slope right before dark a few nights in the last week. So they're coming out here to browse at the end of the day, and we're gonna see if we can ambush one of them. That's the plan, at least. So it's about 28-30 degrees Friday, December 12th, and we're gonna give this a go.
Okay, as you saw, we just put an arrow in Wide Brow. That branch that was in front of him, it was so close to him that I made the choice to shoot through it. And I hope I don't end up regretting that. There's definitely blood on the ground. He was definitely hit. I watched him run up above me. He stood still for a little bit and then he ran into the weeds. I do not know if he's down or if he was able to work off without me seeing him, but I'm going to keep sitting still for now and try to see if I can see him. And we're going to go get him. All right, here he is. This is Wide Brow, and I've been watching this deer for 2 years. What a blessing to be able to harvest him. I was very, very set on this deer or High Rise, and I am so pleased to have taken him down. Did something a little different and sat down on the ski slope because he was kind of patterned down there a few nights out of the last week. And my Uncle Rusty was able to tell me that. I don't even have cameras down there. So it was a very different and new feeling compared to the hunting that I did all year. Sit number 36 was the ticket, and this is a freaking awesome animal. What we're doing, since it's like 20 degrees outside and this guy's gonna get a shoulder mount, is we are literally gonna keep him in the flower cooler overnight. I hope nobody gets freaked out by seeing him, but we gotta keep them at 35 or 40 degrees and not 20. Better be here in the morning. Way to go, baby. Let's see what they think of Mr. Wide Brow. Girls, come here. Yeah. Pretty special, isn't it? You can pet him. After the arrow, triumph, gratitude, and accomplishment briefly fill the frame. Then the moment fades. The God-given passion to hunt and the sacrifice of the animal remain. And we are drawn once more to the chase. Because even after the arrow, we find ourselves before the arrow.
January 13th, 2026, and me and Ray Ray are actually headed up to Sullivan right now. It's my first time being up there since December 12th of last year, which is when we took Wide Brow down. What an incredible hunt and year that was, and I think I just needed to tune out for a little bit. I had poured so much into last season and the season before it that it was like, okay, let's not do anything hunting related for a little bit. But here we are, whatever that would be, 3 weeks later roughly, or probably 4 or 5 weeks later, whatever it is. We're on our way up. We're gonna feed the deer. We want to keep them in good shape for next year, help them get through the winter. And next year, maybe the story with High Rise has a chance to unfold. That would be really freaking cool. So, what do you think? Are we gonna go feed the deer today?
Yeah.
And we're gonna ride the four-wheeler?
Yeah.
All right, well, anyway, just wanted to talk about that for a minute. We're back at the deer thing here in the middle of January. Over and out. Me and Ray Ray, we're putting some food out for the deer. So just trying to get them through the winter.